to do today. Going to a couple of my favorite places. You know, gotta love hobo freight. Get some cheap tools, and I'm gonna get some parts after that. A couple of things I figured out that I want to change on this thing. So I'll see if we can't do a little bit of running around in it, and then make some changes, make it a little more fun to drive for me. Let's go for a ride. So far, seems like the transmission service did a lot of good. I haven't heard it whining anymore. It doesn't seem to be leaking. Smoke check's clear. So far so good on that. Pretty happy about it. I was pretty concerned what was wrong with it, but feels good to be driving this thing again. I love this truck, and it's been sitting so long, it's bothered me, so I'm pretty happy right now. Hopefully we just make it to the store and back, because I don't have anyone to call if I don't. Everyone's at work, so we'll see how this goes. Back home now. I didn't film the whole drive because just a bunch of me putting around. Definitely some things I gotta work on. It just started running a little rough on the way back. I'm not sure if it's just because everything's so hot, or I don't know, maybe it could have melted a plug wire. The headers that are on it are kind of junk. They're really close to all the plugs. But it's not running terrible. Still whining a little bit when it gets hot, which I don't know how good the trans cooler is that's on it. That's why I want to replace it. It's probably what we're going to do today. Sorry, this thing's hard to turn with one hand. Yeah, but we're pulling back up to the house now. We made it. Didn't have to call for help. Got my errands run, and yeah, we're gonna let this thing cool off and see what we can't get done on it today. All right, we're back here in the carport. I saw in the last clip I made it home from my little errand run this morning. I let this thing cool off for a little while, and I'm going to show you guys kind of what I got going on, what I hope to be able to accomplish today. We'll see. It's already getting hot and getting late in the day, but we're going to start on it, see what we can get done. As you can see here, I really went all out on the expense here, and got the cheapest transmission cooler I could find, and also the cheapest Harbor Freight tools I could buy, and kind of show you guys what I got going on. This down here, if I can get you to see it, is the trans cooler that's been on this thing. I don't know, it's obviously not the traditional style And I feel like if you notice, the bumper pretty much blocks all of the airflow to it. On top of that, the way the lines are routed on it have always bothered me. And on top of that, they're starting to dry rot and crack pretty bad. You can barely see them, but down there, they're just kind of like, I don't know, they're just kind of floating there. So my goal today is to hopefully bend up some of these hard lines I bought and run them along the frame, and then hang the new cooler on the radiator, and hopefully get it all hooked up. I think it'll work better. I've always thought that this transmission acted funny once it warmed up, and I feel like it just doesn't cool it enough without getting the airflow it needs over that cooler. So we're going to put it right on the radiator, and hopefully that kind of helps it work better. Pretty much everybody knows the main killer of transmissions is heat, so I'm definitely not putting the best option on it, but I think it'll be better than what I got. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna kind of set you guys up and start pulling apart what's in it, and yeah, then we'll start figuring out how we're gonna route all this stuff and make parts fit. All right, first things first, I need something to cut all of these zip ties, and I did not bring that. I brought 100 different sockets, but not cutters. Let's see what we got. It's honestly amazes me that these lines have lasted as long as they have. Because what you can't see from over there is this is zip tied to the steering gearbox and run through the frame with absolutely no grommet or anything. So that's good. That's the way you want to run your lines. I'm going to start with pulling this down and then kind of work backwards until we get to a point where we can start putting it back together. And hopefully I don't make a complete mess. Hopefully. Unfortunately, the way these are routed, I'm not going to be able to pull it off all together, which is kind of what I was hoping to do. It's been so long since I've paid attention to these, I kind of forgot how they were done. And it's not going to be the easiest, unfortunately. Pay attention, dummy. Maybe I cannot drop the whole thing on my face. All right, we're done. No, not really. I'm not sure what you guys can see. I'm not sure if I can see. But I think we're going to try to just cut these off the fittings. And I'm kind of banking on being able to reuse those. But I'm not sure how that's going to work out for me. Yeah. We'll just have to see on that one. Also, I can't figure out how to open a knife apparently, but I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to cut these or how big of a mess I'm about to make. Pretty big. It's going to be a pretty big mess. Hang on. Hang on. Okay, I'm back. I'm back. I got paper towels. And vice grips. Ha, sucker. Oh, it's still dripping on me. Now it's just running down my vice grips. Perfect. Boy, I did not plan well for this. Stop dripping. Ha. Always buy the variety pack of vacuum caps. You will need them. There's no telling for what, but you will. So, there's one. Let's see if we can do better on the second one. Probably not, being honest. And I just wiped that on my hat. That's fine. Okay. Here goes nothing. I'm a little nervous now. Clip that. Of course, this one's not going to come off as easy. Why would it? There it goes. Make sure you hit yourself in the face on the way. Since I'm here, okay. Unfortunately, those barbs are smaller than I thought they were going to be. But we'll make it work. And I'm already sweating. Man, this thing's leaking bad. Okay. I do not know the best path to take here, but we'll figure it out. I think I'm gonna lay down here and speculate for a minute, and then I'll be right back. We're gonna use the old bolt in the line trick, so we're able to feed these out of here, and then we'll get started trying to figure out the new stuff. Now, hopefully it doesn't leak. Okay. Where am I? Unfortunately, none of these zip ties are in convenient locations. Ow! That's fine? It's fine. Everything's fine. I get my... Woo! Okay. I think we can... Wait. Why are you leaking? Stop it. I'm gonna have to get different bolts. Hold on. You guys are holding on a lot today. Okay, let's try this again. Now I can't get it out. Okay. Start. Oh, did I just set my head in there? Dang it. Okay. Haha. Somebody catch this. Don't mind all the oil under here, okay? It's fine. It's not that big a deal. I think we're just gonna cut that one over there. Let me get this off. It's probably not supposed to be full grass. It's fine though. Oh yeah. So I guess it's good we decided to do this. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but that is a burn mark from the headers. And I have no idea how that's still holding. but luckily we're getting rid of it. Okay. I need a paper towel sponsor. Just throwing that out there. Not that I have enough following for a sponsor, but it'd be nice. Oh, where do I lay? I hope you guys can see. I don't know. Ah, this is disgusting. Okay. Okay, old one's removed. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna route this new one. It's got an aftermarket radiator in it. I'll show you guys. There's really no place to run the lines like I want. Let me show you. So like I was saying, this is obviously not a factory radiator, and just ignore all of this, okay? Ignore that. It's fine, it works. Black tape, negative. I wish it had a radiator in it with the built-in transcooler. It's just way more convenient, but it doesn't, and they cost money. So I really don't have a place. I'd like to run the lines through here somewhere, but I just don't have a place to do it. So I've got to figure out my best option there. I'm not sure what that is. There is like a splash guard underneath. I could come up through the bottom, but it makes routing the hard lines kind of a pain. Let me flip you around. So I don't really know if I want to do that, because I really hate drilling holes in this thing, but it's looking like I'm gonna have to. I don't know. I wish I had a really good idea, but I don't. It's just the way it goes sometimes. But you just have to jump in and figure it out. That's what we're gonna do. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take a minute probably and kind of look at all my options and try and figure out what's gonna work for me. And once I start laying out the new stuff, I'll probably come back on here and show you guys what I got going on. But there's no reason for you to sit around and watch me stare at this thing, because that's what I'm gonna be doing for a little while. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. Alright, I'm back. Like I said, I stared at this thing for a while, trying to figure out how to do this without making any permanent changes to the truck, because honestly I'm not too happy with this radiator and cooler setup, but it's gonna work for the time being, I think. So as you can see, I pulled pulled the radiator loose so I can get a little access to the front of it. And I don't know if you'll be able to see. Probably not. But over here, there's a couple holes in the splash pan. And you can see, well, maybe you can't see. I ran a line through there just to make sure they'd fit. I think I'm going to use those holes. And kind of my current plan, I know I told you not to worry about this stuff, but it's going to have to change. I think I'm going to run the hard line across the top of the frame rail and then run rubber line over to the transmission. Main reason I'm thinking of running it on the top is my fuel line runs inside the frame. I really don't want to have any issues with heating the fuel up. I've had that issue on other cars, and it's just a headache. I don't want to deal with it. Might not look the best run across the top, and obviously I'm gonna have to fix problems I've been putting off in the meantime, but it's fine. I need to do something better here anyway. So yeah, I think I'm gonna set you guys up, and I'm gonna start working on getting this hard line fit. It's kind of hard to see, but right through there's enough room. I can run the hard lines up to here, route the rubber line down and through those holes, and then back up to the transcooler. And I'm just gonna mount the transcooler on the front of the radiator. It's got to be better than what it had. It'll be a good amount of airflow. Yeah, I get to address all this. I really don't know why I have 37 feet of battery cable in here, but I do, so it's fine. I have to fool around with that ground strap a little bit too. But yeah, I'm gonna set you guys up, and I'm gonna fool around with all this and try and get these lines run, and then get the cooler mounted, and hopefully we can button it all back up here pretty quick. Welcome back to the program. I have been screwing around with this thing for the last, I don't know, 2 or 3 hours. Nothing about it was exciting or fun or entertaining to watch. So there's going to be a little bit of a time lapse of some of it, and I decided it'd be better just to catch you guys up once I got it all done, because it was just, that's all, just a bunch of screwing around. Let me flip this thing around, and I'll kind of show you what I got going on here. I'm not overly thrilled with it, but I don't know if you can see, probably not. The transmission cooler is in there. It's not ideal, but I think it'll be better than what I had. You can kind of see I got the lines run through there. They run underneath, and then they come through here to the hard lines I made up. Obviously I tried to clean this up the best I could. Still kind of looks like garbage, but that's fine. Ooh, bunch of glare. You can kind of see I got them coming out over there. I got soft lines to jump over to the transmission. Yeah, I mean, it came out all right. Could be better. I personally have never made hard lines before, and so that's really my first attempt at it. Probably took me a lot longer than it should have, but whatever. That's the way it goes. I just got this all put back together, so I'm gonna put about a half quart of ATF in it, because I'm sure it lost whatever was in that old cooler. And I'm gonna fire it up, let it warm up, check the fluid, make sure I'm not leaking anything. There's a bunch of new connections, so check all that real good, and we'll see what happens. Well, with that, I think that pretty much wraps up this little project. I know I kind of skipped a bunch of it, but man, it was just screwing around trying to figure out how to bend those lines and stuff. I'm also trying to make these videos a little shorter. I know the last one was pretty long. Once again, thank anybody that watched all the way to the end of the video. it felt really good today to get this thing on the road, go run some errands in it. It's been a long time since I've even put as many miles on it as I have today. So I'm pretty excited about that, and I'm excited about these videos. They've really helped me stay motivated, and I hope there's a little bit of enjoyment found in them for everybody else, and also maybe learn a thing or two. I'm learning every time I get to work on this thing, so hopefully I can share that with you guys. Thanks again, and next time I'll be on to the next project. We got plenty of them. I'm back. Can't get rid of me that easy. I wanted to talk about one more thing. Very good friend of mine helped me out this week and made me a logo. It came out awesome. Can't wait to show you guys. It'll be on the end of this video. Eventually I'll make an intro, but I'm just not there yet. And I do plan on trying to make some stuff with the logo because I really like it. And just for me personally, I'd like to have some shirts and stuff. So that's something else really exciting for me that should be coming up pretty soon. And right after this clip, you should get to see my new logo. Enjoy.